What if retirement wasn't about compromise? What if it wasn't about downsizing your dreams, but finally having the time and the money to chase them? Forget the idea that a comfortable retirement is financially out of reach. In fact, what if I told you that a life of tropical comfort with world-class amenities and a vibrant culture could be yours for just $1,000 a month? It sounds like a fantasy, but in one of Southeast Asia's most developed nations, it's a question people are asking every single day. For less than the price of a cramped studio apartment in most Western cities, you could be waking up to the sound of waves in Penang or living in a modern high-rise with a pool in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. But is that dream still a reality in 2025? In this video, we are throwing the doors wide open. This isn't just a guide, it's a transparent, no-fluff 2025 reality check. We're breaking down the numbers, city by city, expense by expense, to see if that magical $1,000 budget can truly unlock a life of quality in Malaysia. Before we get into the spreadsheets, let's talk about the big question: why Malaysia? For years, it's been a quiet achiever on the global retirement scene, but the secret is officially out. International Living's annual Global Retirement Index just ranked Malaysia as the 7th best country in the world to retire, placing it ahead of well-known European destinations like Italy and Greece. The reason? A powerful combination of factors. First, the value is undeniable. The cost of living in Malaysia is, on average, over 51% lower than in the United States, with rental costs being dramatically lower as well. This means your retirement savings don't just last longer, they buy you a significantly higher standard of living. But the real secret isn't just about saving money, it's how much life you can pack into every dollar. We're talking about a country with modern, first-world infrastructure, where English is widely spoken, making daily life incredibly smooth for expats. The culture is a rich blend of Malay, Chinese, and Indian influences, creating a society that is both welcoming and endlessly interesting. It's a place where you can have a traditional nasi lemak for breakfast, explore a 1,000-year-old rainforest in the afternoon, and dine in a world-class restaurant by evening. The country is politically stable with a low crime rate, and its cities are known for being clean and well-organized. This isn't about just surviving on a budget, it's about thriving. It's about having the financial freedom to enjoy your life without constantly checking your bank balance. So let's get into the specifics, but with a dose of 2025 reality. We'll start with the jewel of the north, the island of Penang. Penang is often called the Pearl of the Orient, and for good reason. It offers a unique mix of laid-back island living, a UNESCO World Heritage City in Georgetown, and a reputation as Malaysia's food capital. But can you really live here on a shoestring? Let's see how that $1,000 a month budget, roughly 4,700 Malaysian ringgit, holds up. Honestly, it's going to be tight. Most expats find that $1,500 a month is a more realistic figure for a comfortable single life here. First, housing. This will be your biggest expense. Thanks to a surplus of rental properties, you can still find good deals, though rents have been climbing. For our tight budget, we're looking at $375 a month, 1,760 ringgit. This is realistic for a clean, basic one-bedroom unit just outside the most popular tourist areas. A modern condo with resort-style amenities in a prime spot will likely cost more, starting around $450 to $650. Next up is food, and this is where Penang shines. The key to saving money is eating like a local. A delicious filling meal at a hawker center like Char Kway Teow or Asam Laksa will now set you back about $1.50 to $3.20, 7 ringgit to 15 ringgit. By cooking simple meals at home and making hawker stalls your go-to, a monthly food budget of $250, 1,175 ringgit, is achievable and you'll still eat very well. Now let's talk utilities. This includes electricity, water, and high-speed internet. With the tropical climate, you will use air conditioning. A reasonable budget for all your utilities, including a 100 megabits per second internet plan, would be around $75 a month, 350 ringgit, if you're mindful of your AC usage. Here's where things get tricky: healthcare. While the quality is excellent, the idea that it's all dirt cheap needs a reality check. A GP visit is affordable, often just $20 to $75, but for real peace of mind, you need insurance. Our original $80 budget is extremely optimistic for 2025. A basic local insurance plan for a senior can easily start at $100 to $150 a month, 500 ringgit plus, with comprehensive plans costing significantly more. For this tight budget, we'll allocate $100, 470 ringgit, representing a very basic plan or out-of-pocket costs for minor issues. For transportation, you don't need a car. The Grab ride-sharing service is incredibly cheap, with most rides across town costing just $2 to $4. A monthly budget of $50, 235 ringgit, is more than enough for public buses and occasional Grab rides. Finally, entertainment and lifestyle. A movie ticket is about $4, 20 ringgit, and your condo might include a gym. We'll allocate the remaining $150 a month, 705 ringgit for leisure. So, let's tally the new costs for Penang. Housing $375, food $250, utilities $75, healthcare $100, transportation $50, entertainment $150. The grand total $1,000 a month. It's mathematically possible, but it leaves zero room for error, travel, or unexpected expenses. It's a frugal life, not a luxurious one. Now, let's head south to the nation's capital, Kuala Lumpur. If Penang is the charming island, KL is the glittering, dynamic metropolis. You might think living in a capital city would shatter our $1,000 budget, and you'd be right to be skeptical. KL is more expensive, and that budget will be stretched even thinner here. For context, average monthly costs for a single person, excluding rent, are already estimated to be over 2,500 ringgit or about $530. Let's start with housing. The rental market is huge, which keeps prices competitive. To hit our target of $375 a month, 1,760 ringgit, you'll need to look outside the main expat hubs like Mont Kiara. Instead, you'll find decent one-bedroom condos with pools and gyms in well-connected suburbs. For food, KL is a paradise. A generous budget of $250 a month, 1,175 ringgit, is still workable if you limit Western-style restaurants and embrace the amazing local food courts and street food scene. For utilities, you'll likely use more air conditioning in the dense urban heat. To be safe, let's budget a bit higher at $85 a month, 400 ringgit, for electricity, water, and high-speed internet. Healthcare in Kuala Lumpur is arguably the best in Southeast Asia. Costs are similar to Penang, but the insurance reality is the same. A budget of $100 a month, 470 ringgit, is the bare minimum for a very basic plan or minor costs, not comprehensive coverage for a retiree. One of KL's biggest advantages is transportation. The modern public transit system is fantastic. A monthly pass is about $21 to $32, 100 to 150 ringgit. We'll budget $60 a month, 280 ringgit, which covers a transit pass and a few Grab rides. Finally, entertainment and lifestyle. KL offers endless options, from malls and cinemas to lush city parks. Let's allocate the remaining $130 a month, 610 ringgit, for leisure. Let's see the final tally for Kuala Lumpur. Housing $375, food $250, utilities $85, healthcare $100, transportation $60, entertainment $130. The grand total for Kuala Lumpur is $1,000 a month. As you can see, it requires being a very savvy consumer and making sacrifices on location and lifestyle. It's a life of urban convenience, but not one of luxury. Okay, we've shown that the daily cost of living on a very tight budget is possible, but to stay in Malaysia long-term, you need a visa, and this is where the $1,000 a month plan hits a brick wall. In late 2024, Malaysia overhauled its famous Malaysia My Second Home MM2H program, creating a three-tiered system: silver, gold, and platinum. The good news? They removed the old offshore income requirement. The bad news? They replaced it with massive financial requirements. For the lowest silver tier, an applicant needs a fixed deposit of $150,000. The gold and platinum tiers go all the way up to a $1 million deposit. Clearly, these figures don't align with a $1,000 a month lifestyle. For the average retiree, the main MM2H program is now out of reach. So, is the dream over? Not quite. There are other pathways. The most popular alternative is the Sarawak MM2H program. It's run by the state of Sarawak and the requirements are much more reasonable. A single applicant needs a fixed deposit of around 150,000 ringgit, about $32,000, and you only have to spend 30 days a year in Sarawak. There are also other special economic zone visas with lower financial thresholds. The key takeaway is this: while you might be able to live on a tight budget, legally staying long-term requires significant upfront capital that is completely separate from your monthly expenses. So, after all that, can you truly retire on $1,000 a month in Malaysia in 2025? The answer is a qualified and very cautious yes. From a pure cost of living perspective, if you are willing to live frugally, eat like a local, and watch every penny, you can survive on $1,000 a month. But for a truly comfortable and stress-free retirement with a good safety net, a more realistic budget for a single person starts at $1,500 a month. On that budget, you're not just surviving, you are genuinely living well. The biggest challenge isn't the monthly budget, it's the visa. The capital needed for the mainstream MM2H program is a major barrier for anyone on a modest retirement income. However, with more accessible options like the SMM2H program, the dream is still alive for those who can plan for the initial deposit. Retiring in Malaysia isn't about escaping your old life, it's about upgrading it. It's about trading financial stress for financial freedom. It's about discovering that your golden years can be richer and more adventurous than you ever imagined, as long as you go in with your eyes wide open to the real costs. Would you trade your current cost of living for this? Let us know your biggest questions in the comments below. If this video gave you a realistic picture, give it a like and be sure to subscribe for more honest retirement guides from around the world. Your best chapter is still waiting to be written.